Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, JT Open Stuff. Today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at some of these Skibidi mods. These are build, customizable, and you can create with these. So these are 13 plus. I'm pretty sure that has to do with the source material more than the toy itself. However, these toys do look pretty crazy, so really interesting. There is a choking hazard for no children under 3. These just come apart. You can put them together in a ton of different ways. And as you can see there, the Skibidi toilet and then G toilet right here. So these were, I believe, $14.99 or either $14.99 or $16.99 at my local Walmart. I would know, but Walmart's little payment where you put your card in always messes up so much that I got so frustrated I had to go over to 4 different registers because the cashier kept moving me from register to register because my card wouldn't work, because their readers wouldn't work, that I eventually just ended up paying cash. I was so ready to get out of there. I think I left my receipt behind, to be honest with you, but I'm almost 100% sure it was either $14.99 or $16.99 at the most. But very, very cool. These are on shelves right now in your local Walmart. So if you love Skibidi, head on out and take a look. Now, again, I thought that these would be kind of a flash in the pan toys. The Skibidi toys would last year when I posted my first Skibidi toilet video, and I'll link that in the description below. But here we are a year later, and the fans have just kept this line going. New toys coming out. So let's dig on in and find out what we get in these. Guys, while I am doing this, if you haven't already, do me a favor, go down to wherever you have to go to subscribe to the channel and click the subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel. And if you hit that notification bell while you're there, you'll never miss one of my great toy opening videos. And why are they great? It's not because I'm arrogant. It's because I get to open them with you. All right, so here we go, guys. And right off the bat, you get a really cool Skibidi toilet here. Now, if we can absolutely remove him. The seat does not come down, but look at all those little spots you have where you can put stuff even on the toilet. Now, you can put him in different things as well, but for right now, we'll leave him firmly planted right there in the toilet. Really kind of interesting. Now, in this one, we get propellers. These do spin quite well, so that's pretty cool. And look at this, they even look like they will, yeah, they even bend like this, so you could have it even kind of like as a jet pack, looks like. Kind of interesting. For now, we'll put them back just like that. And you do get a couple of these little saw wheels. Now, these do turn. Actually, they do not. I thought for a second when I looked at it, they turn, but they do not. So no turning on these. So these are more weapon than anything else, I would guess. And you do have this base right here. These tracks. Now, these do not move either. So kind of interesting, but you can go ahead and put that toilet right on top if you wanted to. It's kind of funny looking. I'm really surprised that either this doesn't roll or that doesn't roll, just to give it a little bit of movement. But then you get these kind of police car headlights there. And that's pretty funny. Let's go ahead. Let's put those in right up here. Actually, you know what? If I'm going to put, maybe we'll put the propellers up here instead. That fits in there very tightly. That's barely gives him any head clearance because I'm having a little bit of trouble getting him fully back down into the toilet. Now, these little things right here, as you can see right there, it kind of stretched it when it was put in there the first time probably. These are plastic, so if you aren't really careful with them, they could snap off fairly easily, I think. But let's see if we can get them back down in there a little bit better than that time. Just kind of work him down in there. It doesn't really seem like he wants to go any further than that. So that's okay. I guess we'll leave him just as so. I guess we could always put these right on the front. That would be kind of interesting if we've got the propellers up there. We could put the little flashing lights here. And then obviously we have some weapons, and we do have a camera right here also. I did not pull that out. That was the last of the things. So we do have a camera right here. Let's say, we definitely want to turn that around there. I don't think it would fit in there because that's got to spin. Although, will it? No, it does not. All right. Trying to figure out a place. I want to put these maybe in the actual toilet here. So that's really cool looking. And then let's see. Let's do the camera. Now there's no little spot on the back where you could maybe put those propellers on the back. So tell you what, we'll just do the camera right here. There you go. That is absolutely crazy looking. And obviously you can change that however you'd like to change that. If you wanted to put these up and down, you could, but very, very interesting. Absolutely weird. Let's see, what would these look like? I kind of like these up here, to be honest with you. Now that I've looked at it, I think it kind of looks better up there. Oh yeah, check that out. That is really cool. Now you got to be careful because you could cause yourself to crash, but that is a really good look right there. And then we can always still do just like that. Very, very cool. All right, let's move on right here. And as you can see, one more time, this is G Toilet right here. I love the color of all the pieces in here. Some similar pieces. You've still got the propellers, you've got the toilet. Now you don't have the tracks like in the other one, but you do have a lot of other little pieces, some blasters and things in here. So a little bit of variety, which is always the spice of life. All right, let's get that there. We'll do just like this. Go ahead and, there we go. That was a nice smooth exit, if you will. All right, now that is really, really cool. Now this one is really interesting. I just noticed that looks like the head is down into the neck of that too. Was this one the same? Did I miss that? So, wow, I did not notice that at first. So you could take the head off of that neck and put the head. Now, I love that. Now, that is the way I would absolutely display it. Very cool. Very, very cool. So you know what? Right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with this. I like the way that looks, so I'm going to take that neck off. I'm going to put that head right down in there. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and get his propellers now. He does same thing, same ports as the other one. So I guess you could make this kind of like an airplane if you wanted to. That would be pretty cool. And then let's see, he comes with these giant like 2-gun blasters, 2 of those. He comes with 2 blasters just like this. All right, come on. Just like that. And then also this little, kind of like a little radar piece there. So that's really cool. So let's go with this for right now. We're gonna say, now it looks like you could put something underneath there if you wanted to, but he doesn't really have anything that he fits on. So actually, you know what? What if we did this? What if we did, I mean, his propellers don't really fit that way, but if we turn, will they work? They do not. So they would just kind of hit the back of his. That's okay. We will leave it just like we did kind of the Skibidi toilet, only we'll put his on the back kind of, no, that doesn't work either. So really you're kind of left with this or in the front, which blocks the face. So we'll leave it just like this for now. Right, let's see. Let's put these giant blasters on. I think they would look good right here. It's kind of right beside his head, but hey, you gotta be ready for the sound. All right, let's see. Now you can see, I hope, that was flexing a good bit there. This toilet's a little bit deeper, so he doesn't stay in there great, but he stays in there well enough. Now, we've got this little radar piece here. Now, if he's flying, I guess we could always put this like that. There you go. That is what it's for. So, maybe? So he could stand up, but it doesn't stand all that well on this. That's for sure, but I like it like this. This is kind of a cool, looks like landing gear. That's really neat. And then you've got these little blasters. And since they're the same color, I thought they would look great. Kind of right here. So that is very, very cool. And then I guess ultimately, if you wanted to, you could pretend they were propulsion, just flying around, but very neat. Now, what's interesting is he does have a little place in the top of his head, unlike the Skibidi toilet figure here. So let's do this. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but the toilet on this one is very shallow. So fitting the head directly into it, really pretty simple. This one is a little bit deeper of a bowl, so maybe it would make sense in this one particular to kind of leave it as is in the neck. Just like that. Actually looks kind of meaner like that, so very cool. Now, worst case scenario, your whole ship is about to blow up. I guess you could jettison your head, just like pop your head off, just bloop. Pop these off. Oh, goodness. Absolutely insane. But for right now, we're going to put it back just the way I had it because I think this is the best way, in my opinion, to display them. But the great thing about these mods is you can decide how you want them and change them 100 different ways or more, probably, between mixing all the pieces between these mods. And then I did open up some of the other mods. I opened up the cameraman and the TV man in another video. So I'm sure all these pieces kind of just interchange with each other. So you could build these out in a lot of different ways and keep the Skibidi adventure going for a long time. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do me a favor, do hit that like button, share the video with a friend, and I will see you on the next great toy opening video.